Hi, thank you so much for visiting my channel. My name is Asia Ali, and today we are going to do a fall makeup look. For my brows today, I'm going to use my ColourPop Tinted Feather Effect Styling Wax. I love this. It is very, very well used, but I really like this product because it's so quick and easy, and it's perfect for those lazy brow days. How do you guys feel about the latest holiday drops? I kind of like some of the holiday drops, but some of these releases to me are just kind of like boring. Oh, I feel so bad. I kind of feel like a lot of brands were focused so heavily on having these like gimmicky makeup palettes, and like they were like really like leaning on the fact that they could make us reminisce on certain characters and stuff like that. That I feel like they just care about giving us a bunch of gimmicky products and not products that are unique and new. And it's not every single brand. I feel like some brands, they are trying to be, you know, very unique and stuff like that. But it's so rare right now to see anything new and unique. It's kind of weird. One brand that I think does a really good job of being unique and genuine to themselves and their core values is actually Danessa Myricks Beauty. And I have a lot of their makeup products, so that does make me a little bit biased. But I will say that Danessa Myricks products, I think they're unique because they are made by a makeup artist. And I feel like we have way too many brands nowadays that aren't made by makeup artists, or they don't have makeup artists in mind. They have to be really focused on what people want and need in a makeup brand. And I feel like some people just thought that they could, you know, copy what Rihanna did. They don't have that passion for makeup, and I think it's starting to show. At first, a lot of people were really excited about, you know, oh my God, such and such has a makeup brand. You know, everything was super exciting a few years ago. But after those first few products, like, you gotta show us what you're made of. Like, why do we care about your brand any longer than that, you know? And that's basically my brows. So I just push the styling wax through my brows, and then I clean up typically with micellar water and or a cleaning cloth. But I've been thinking about that. So I think that's what makes Danessa Myricks products so unique, because they're really tailored to makeup artists. And kind of she like hopes that other people will follow along. And she just throws the product out. We get to see how it works. It always works flawlessly because she puts a lot of effort into it. And I feel like other brands are just copying and pasting from other brands, and I don't know, it's just so boring. It's so boring and it's so weird. Okay, so now we're just gonna do a few little like flick of the wrist with this brow tint pen, just filling in any sparse areas. But yeah, I was thinking about that. No, I can't think of that many brands that actually have like a staple product anymore. They all just like have a bunch of different things chasing the new trends, and nothing is truly unique anymore. But I don't know, what do you think? Let me know what you think. Am I being too harsh? But I feel like, yeah, it's really fun to have those cool like holiday collections, and every once in a while they'll do a nod to a musical. I love those collections. They're really, really creative. Sometimes they're really creative. Unless you're Glamlight, they come out with all these fun cartoon palettes and stuff like that. Like, that's their whole business model, so that makes more sense. But if you're just doing like a quick cash grab, they always feel disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like they never feel like there was a lot of thought put into them. I feel like that's what's so good about the fall and winter time, because makeup gets super duper creative at this time. So hopefully the brands will follow. Rare Beauty, love. Patrick Ta's brand. I feel like there's a bunch of different brands. Huda Beauty. We're just doing like a soft yet structured brow, because I don't know. I really just like, some days I don't want to do my brows, and today is one of those days. So whatever brow comes from this brush right here, that's what you guys are getting today. Let's go ahead and start priming our face. So today I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Balm, and I'm just applying that all over my skin. It's basically going to be my primer today. It's not too hot out, so this is a really good primer to control oil, and it's going to do a little bit of color correcting. My favorite thing about fall makeup is like the warmness of it. During the fall time, I'm just obsessed with a vampy lip and a warm eye. So hopefully we can do that today. I don't have any new foundations. I tried to go get the Huda Beauty foundation today. I really did. I tried to go get it. The Sephora was down for construction. I didn't even know they did stuff like that in California. But yeah, the Sephora was completely closed, so I wasn't able to get it. So I feel like I am so behind the loop. I haven't tried this foundation. I've heard it's magnificent. Let me know if you've tried it, how much you like it. I did my shade match online, so hopefully that match is gonna work. I'll probably end up buying it online because that's my only option at this point. But yes, so I don't have a new complexion product, so I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum. We're just adding a few droplets of this onto the skin to give us a nice flush of color. I love this foundation, or this serum. It's so good. It stays so well, and it blends perfectly. The shade match is great. And then we are going to start our eyeshadow look. I cannot wait to work with this palette. This palette, I've been eyeing this brand for a very, very long time. They are one of those unique indie brands that really pumps out products, as far as I can tell. This is the first impressions, that are high quality. And so I'm really excited to try it. The quality looks great online, so hopefully it stands up to its reputation, you know? And that's why I love this foundation. Like, it gives you a beautiful dew, but it doesn't move around on you. It really just stays in place all day. I love it. It's so good. So next, we are doing eyes. Okay, so this is the palette. Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. So this is the Nudetrals palette by Cosmic Beauty. I have been looking at this palette for a very, very long time. This is not their latest launch, but when I saw this palette, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Like, the colors in here are so pretty, and I think I can create a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fall time look with this, and I really want to try it. I was sent a bunch of color fix by Danessa Myricks Beauty. So I have this also to work with. We're gonna see what we can do. To prime my eye today, I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Tarte Creaseless Concealer, put a few dots on my eye, and then blend it out. Okay, so we are going in with Touch. And we're using that to set the eye. It actually had a little bit more pigment than I thought it would have, but that is okay. Give us a nice base for blending the rest of the eye look. I really want to try to do a smoky eye today, like a normal smoky eye. I haven't done one in years, so hopefully it's going to go well. But there is a little bit of kickback, so it's powdery a little bit. I probably could have sprayed my brush a little before dipping it in there, but it's not too bad. It doesn't seem to be falling out too much. I lied. I was gonna say on the eye, but it is falling. But the pigment is great. We're just applying that on the outer V and brushing it upwards. Really concentrating that color, and same on the other side. And I'm just carrying that forward, you know, attempting to do like a little cut, you know? I told you guys, I haven't done one of these in a really long time. So really, I'm just trying to make myself not look like I have been punched in the face, you know? That's the goal. So I'm just blending out those harsh edges and trying to create that, like, you know, cut. That looks good. Okay, I'm obsessed so far with how these blend. I'm really interested to try some of these glitters. We're gonna try to put as many glitters on as possible because I really just want to play with these. They were so beautiful. Okay, so should we do, ooh, I really want to touch this velvet color. Can you do purple and orange together? Why not? It's my eye. Actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna apply that in the center and then buff it out. Oh, that's pretty. So this is more, I thought it was gonna be more glittery, but this is definitely more of a shimmer. Ooh, but it has like, it's like a color shifting shimmer. This is really pretty. And I think one of the greatest things about this brand is how affordable these palettes are. But you do have to pay for international shipping, so that's kind of a cost. But look at that. I hope you are seeing how beautiful this is. Let's blend it with that previous brown shade. And it just blends so good. So like, if you feel like you applied too much of something, it's okay. Next, I really want to dip into velvet. I don't know if it's gonna look right, but I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. So I want to have space for one more shadow. So I'm just gonna put this like right here. So we can also put something in the inner eye. Both of the shadows are so creamy. They blend together in 2 seconds. I'm really not having to do too much work. And the fallout is not that bad at all, actually. Ooh, I love this so much. I think I'm gonna have to do a smoky eye though, so it really screams fall. Okay, so we're gonna do Radiant because I'm gonna show it to you in the thing. But like, look at this. It's white, right? But it's like this super color, super changing, I don't know, eyeshadow. I like it. I want to put it on my eyes right now. And they're really, really soft shadows. So with this one, I am getting a little bit more fallout. I'm trying to decide if I should put a little bit of velvet on the outer so I can do like a little halo. Because velvet's a little bit, she's a little bit deeper than I thought she was going to be in the pan. But it definitely doesn't look bad. Let me think. Let's do it because why not? So we're just applying that on the outer portion. And I'm just adding more desire. Sometimes when you do these types of look, definitely with this many shimmers, you got to make sure everybody stands out, you know? Nobody should be getting pushed to the side because they're all beautiful. So I think I need more, you know, more smoke. It's not dramatic enough for me. So I'm just going to add a little bit of delicate to the outer V. Just a little bit, you know? We just want to add a little bit more drama. She is very, very chocolatey. And I think it's gonna work really well. We've done basically the base of my face, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start moving on to contour, everything else like that. I have some products that I'm so excited to use. So we're gonna use them today. If you've seen a previous video, you know that the product that I'm gonna use is not a new product, but it is a very viral product. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Curve Case again. So this is the Curve Case. I believe this is the Deep palette. It is not the darkest. There is definitely one a little bit darker than this, but I'm going to use this today because people were asking me questions on my last video. So the last time I used this palette, I used it with a face serum that kind of melted all over the place, but today I'm using a serum that is very, very sturdy. She's gonna stay all day. So this will work very, very well with that. And what we're gonna do today is we are going to underpaint. The colors on the front, like what it looks like in the pot, is not that accurate, but if you look at the back, that is a little bit more accurate. So we are going to go in with Irrituation. We're gonna use that to contour a little bit. We're just applying that right under our cheekbones. You see it blends so easily. But it's not, before we had that whole muddy mess where it kind of disappeared, but it's not really disappearing. It's still giving us that beautiful chisel that we are looking for. And it blends really flawlessly too. It doesn't look patchy at all. Put that there. We're gonna put some in along our forehead, do a little contouring. And it may look like I use a lot of product, but this stuff blends really, really well. So now we have like a weird, like, I don't know if you can tell on camera, like a hue, a nice contoury hue. We're gonna go in with Shade and Laid because we want something warm. We're just applying that where we would bronze. It's nice and warm. And then we're gonna use the same brush that we use for our foundation or our serum. And we are just going to buff out that bronzer. And to make sure I am nice and blended, but not too bronze, I'm going to put a little bit of the serum on this makeup brush. And I'm going to lightly use that to blend everything together. So this is our underpainting portion of the bronzer. So we're overpainting right now with our serum to make sure everything is beautifully blended out. But we just want a nice light layer to keep everything very, very light, very controlled, very beautiful and glowy. So I'm gonna do this Fenty Beauty illuminating highlighter. It's really light though, so we're gonna see how this is gonna go. I'm not really afraid of a light highlighter, but you have to like be really careful with how much you put on. And I'm just alternating between blending out that concealer and then going in with the brush that I use to apply the serum. Just making sure everything is nice and put together. We can even go in with this one. That's probably gonna be a little bit lighter. I really like this concealer too, if you've never tried it, because it is very long wearing. Blending that into our bronzer. It's gonna look absolutely flawless when we set. I'm just adding a little bit more bronzer because I just want more. I'm gonna go for this. This is an oldie. It is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Matte Tan 40. I'm gonna dip into this and I'm just gonna use this to basically set everything. And so now we're going to just use a little bit of Huda Beauty banana powder. And I'm going to use this little triangle puff. I'm just going to push this into the skin. Pushing it in. You don't need too much. I have had the same Huda Beauty banana powder for a really long time because you don't need that much product. It really works so well in the skin, and just blending it up. And I'm going to dust that off with the brush I use for the powder, just light dusting, nothing too intense. I learned this little trick on TikTok, and I'm going to grab my MAC Studio Fix NW25 powder. I'm going to use a little blender brush, and I'm just going to lightly puff that under the eyes to really brighten that under eye area. This would be my secret product, 100%. I go back to it over and over again. It's so good. It makes your makeup look so stinking good. So now this is my next product. I'm so excited. I haven't even taken it out of the box. It is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush, and it is in the shade Joy. So this is it. This is what she's looking like. She's a beautiful, beautiful, like peachy, illuminating blush. I just think that looks so pretty, and I really cannot wait to use it. I'm just gonna dip right into it. Oh my God, it's so pigmented. Okay, I'm scared. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's nice. I can apply a lot of that. Oh, nice. Oh. Now I feel like I need more colors. That is so pretty. I like that using this Studio Fix powder too, because when you blush, if you over blush, you just take a little bit of the powder and you clean it up real quick. No biggie. I'm gonna grab this little highlighter brush because I want to put more on in like a certain location. You know what I mean? Let's see. So you can definitely like super highlight in certain areas. So this is before, right? Beautiful, blurred out. But this is the Va Va Voom. So I really want to try to add more colors to my under eye. Let's see. So those purples were a little bit too dark. So one, let's go back in with Radiant. Let's reapply that. Make sure that's nice and vibrant. Let's add glitz to the lower lash and then smoke it out. That's pretty. Then I'm gonna go in with the brush that we used for Delicate. We're gonna apply that to the lower lash on the outer corner. Make sure everything's blended. All right, so for my under eye, I really need to make sure I can smoke that out. Which one do I wanna do? Neutral? What is that gonna look like? That's nice. Ooh, neutral. They actually have a neutral shade. And I'm just gonna use that to blend my lower lash. It's really warm, so it's gonna look really pretty. I love this. I'm really happy that this makeup look turned out. Carving out the lips so we can apply our next product. I'm late to the game on this product because I don't know. I think I just didn't feel like spending the money on it. So this is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. It is a lip liner, and it is in the shade Limitless Brown. Oh, that glides perfectly. Okay. Let's try mixing this Danessa Myricks Rustic color with this Pink Ice lip gloss. That sounds like it's gonna look so pretty. And this is my final look. Honestly, I'm obsessed with this eyeshadow. The shade Radiant, it shifts colors so beautifully, and I think it just blends magnificent. I love the overall formula of this palette. This palette has like the best formula that I've seen in a very, very long time. I honestly think this palette stole the show, but everything else that I used today, I loved it so much. But that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.